Good afternoon, Bart Pouwels with me from Schiphol Airport, and we are talking to you, ladies and gentlemen, live again this afternoon from Toronto at the ACF 2018. Good afternoon, Bart. How are you?
Good afternoon. I'm fine. Thank you very much.
Thank you for introducing me very well. That you have been very closely associated with the Indian market, and now it's the World Forum and Air Cargo Forum. Tell us something about Schiphol Airport. How we can get more information from you.
Schiphol Airport is Europe's third largest airport when it comes to cargo. And an event as the Air Cargo Forum, where all the stakeholders in the community come together, this is the place to be. It's a networking event. It's a good event to hear about the latest developments. And I'm often a speaker at several events and here as well.
We know you very well. You've been talking out of the box things, and we understand the kind of professionalism which is attached to the ACF 2018, and it's a niche segment wherein we meet people like you and who can disseminate information. Tell us something about when we talk about cargo handling at the airport. And Schiphol is not, how do we say that? It's one of the elitist of the airports. How much cargo is being handled at your end?
In Amsterdam, we handle 1.6 million tons of cargo annually.
Wow.
Actually, it's 1.7 million to be more precise.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot. But the airport itself that I represent is not involved in handling activities. In Amsterdam, we have outsourced handling to handling companies, and we have got 5 of them who treat all the airlines and their cargo.
Ladies and gentlemen, very important information disseminated right now that this is a privately owned handling companies handling up at the airport. Is it right?
Yes.
That's fabulous, in fact. And there must be a lot of challenges involved while this is being handled by the private companies.
But it's similar in India. When you look at Mumbai Airport or Delhi Airport, where you have CSC and Celebi as independent handling companies.
Exactly. I mean, almost the same in the world markets, but then a lot of challenges involved into this. What is the infrastructure development when we talk about Schiphol Airport per se? What is your major thirst as far as cargo handling is concerned? What are the challenges do you face?
The challenges that lies ahead for us is getting the ground process optimal. Cargo is coming in, cargo is leaving the airport. It takes hours to handle it and make it ready for the next flight out, whether that's a truck or an airplane. If you have a smooth process, you need to involve customs. Customs is often one of the barriers that holds up the supply chain, right?
Yeah.
We invest a lot of time in discussing with customs what is coming, when is it coming, and customs, how do you want to receive the information of the goods?
Sure.
Customs is not there to inspect. Customs is there to facilitate the supply chain.
Exactly.
It's a different view rather than
absolutely
stop
right.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
They want to say, if it's green, I can let it go.
Yeah.
If it's red, I stop it.
Yeah.
How can you make cargo green in terms of automating processes for customs? That's what we work on.
Exactly. When we talk about e-commerce, it's the talk of the town now.
Yes.
Everybody's talking about e-commerce, facilitating that. How will you facilitate at the Schiphol Airport?
Okay, e-commerce is big business, and it's also for Amsterdam very important. From China, but also from other countries, we receive a lot of e-commerce shipments. The difficult thing when I talk to customs is, Bart, what is the definition of e-commerce? In air freight, there is no product code for e-commerce. Air freight knows product codes for dangerous goods. Air freight knows product codes for pharmaceuticals, but air freight doesn't know e-commerce product codes. So it is somehow limited to what is it?
Yeah.
It is general cargo, but it must be treated differently. Customs has seen a huge increase in terms of controlling e-commerce shipments. individual packages, small packages. How can they handle that? They can only handle that if you have information up front. Otherwise, it's red. So we work also with customs and e-commerce how to develop the information flow from origin to Amsterdam. So we work with Alibaba's and all those companies to see, can we create a platform and can we create a digital corridor where we can share the information of the e-commerce flows.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's essential.
That's essential, absolutely. Technology plays a very important role these days. It's from drone to robots and to killing manpower services. And how effective is it at the Schiphol airport? I mean, are you trying to really define this?
Drones, no. Drones is different type of business. Drones is really for the last mile distribution or the last part. Drones at a congested airport is not allowed.
Exactly.
Because
safety and security.
Safety and security.
Yes.
But I truly believe in drones as a part of the supply chain. I don't know the platform for drones where it will start, but not at the airport itself. But there must be a link between e-commerce shipments, drones, especially in rural areas where you have a lesser network from trucking, or lesser accessible for trucking companies. Drones could be a solution.
And when we talk about technological developments these days, where do Schiphol Airport stand? I mean, do you adopt really, what kind of technology do you adopt? Or you are getting into more modernization of the airports in terms of handling of the cargo is concerned?
Technology is key. Technology is everything. It's all about, willing to share data with each other. Yesterday I was a speaker in a panel where I literally said, the technology out there is available, but we simply don't make use of it enough.
Exactly.
I don't buy technology. I need to have technology available. And it is free in the market. It's free available.
Exactly.
But the supply chain is still fragmented where they don't share their data. So what I've done in Schiphol is a little bit different. I have asked all the stakeholders, please join me in the table. Please join me in sharing information, operational data.
Exactly.
What is it that you want to know? I want to know track and trace at piece level, like DHL, UPS, or TNT can offer to their customers. I said, if we sit around the table with all of you, this is what you want, really? Yes. And they'll agree, this is what we want for the ultimate customer service.
Exactly. So this is what we are trying to work it out. Ladies and gentlemen, we are talking to Bart Pouwels live and exclusive from Toronto at the ACF 2018. My next question, maybe two more questions before we take his valuable time here. What are your major markets when we talk in terms of handling of the cargo is concerned, air cargo is concerned? Which are your major markets and what are your future plans? These are two questions which I'm going to share.
All right. Asia is our biggest market for import and export. China is the biggest country, even in that, and Shanghai is the biggest airport. For fresh cut flowers, it's different.
Yeah.
Fresh cut flowers of imports in Schiphol represent 25%, which is a huge market.
Yes,
and that's coming from East Africa and South America, both locations on the equator. So per product type, you might vary a little bit, but in general, China is the biggest market.
China is your biggest market as
Yes.
such. Oh, wow, that's fabulous to know that. And then when we talk about one thing which comes before we ask you the future plans, my last question, the major thing is the security, safety of the goods and services when we talk about the cargo handling and we talk about supply chain management. We come to know that safety and security is the hallmark. Everybody would like to go in for this. How do you handle that?
It's getting like a repetition of what I earlier
Yes,
said.
exactly.
It's about data.
Yeah.
Safety is linked to predictability. Do you know what is shipped? Who shipped it? And what type of commodities are they shipping? And what can you say about the commodities?
Exactly.
That's extremely important to know what is coming.
Yeah.
And, there are lots of things that arrive at our airport, and when you open the truck, it's like You open the door, surprise, what's in there? That is not something of the future. In the future, we will know in each truck what's in there, who shipped it, and where does it go to.
That's tremendously very well handled. Thank you very much. We would like to have a very last question now, which is, I mean, it's good to talk, and there are a lot of questions which always emerges in the mind of people like us who are trying to explore and try to add up more fuel to it. As in, when we talk about your vision for 2020, I'll say 2 years hence, what will be cargo handling at the Schiphol airport?
In 2020, we know much more about what's coming our way in terms of products, at what time do they arrive, and customs will say this is approved or non-approved. And you can only do that by having an open platform and a transparent way of sharing information. Don't hide information for yourself because you are one of the players in the industry and you want to keep your customers happy by saying information is key. No, information must be transparent, available to everyone at the same time. That's what I'm creating.
Well said, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much, Bart. You were talking to Bart Pouwels, live and exclusive at the ACF 2018. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Thank
Devendra.
you.